welcome back. It's number 19 now. Next one's gonna be 20. That's crazy. So sorry for the delay. We had a long one anyways because I was gonna be gone for 2 weeks and then a super busy last week. So a little bit behind, but that's okay. Let's just get into this previous ones. You can see the rules for the previous weeks up on the screen right now, and we're also joined by two new guests that we have not had before. We have Funky Penguin.
Hello.
And Kurt.
Hey.
So that's always exciting. But with that, let's get into the first submission. Alright, this first one is by anawarewolf. They called it Thunder, Cat 5, and Galeforce. They built 3 coasters.
Oh.
Oh wow, 3.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 things. Alright, let's get the spinner. Let's get the spinner first. Gotta change the FOV. And 3 coasters like all in the same template without interrupting each other too. That's cool.
So right off the bat we get good interactions.
For real. Slightly outer banked on the turns, that's fun. They should do that, honestly. There's not really any reason not to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo.
Supports are pretty crazy looking.
You gotta do what you gotta do with the islands.
They're holding it up.
Yeah.
Oh, second lived.
Oh, this is so interesting.
Let's see, which one is this? Is it, nope, not that
Woo!
one. This is Thunder.
Second half's crazy.
Oh my god. That's almost one of those like non-inverting loops that Maurer was gonna do on these.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Whoa.
We'll get through it.
I'm interested in whatever that next one is. I saw that.
Oh, that element goes over the brakes. Alright. Wow.
Yeah, jeez. Oh wow, yeah, it does. Very interesting. I'm interested in this one. Oh, we got the...
Is it boomerang?
Seems to be. Let's reset here. It's a boomerang. That wasn't last week's, was it?
No. 2 weeks.
Week? I don't even... How do you even refer to a 2-week period of time?
A fortnight.
Maybe I should start saying that. Yeah, so last fortnight's contest.
What is this coaster? What is this?
There's definitely some interesting concepts here.
Yeah.
So we don't have bi-weekly challenges anymore. We have fortnightly.
Fortnightly.
Now.
Oh, that goes kind of hard. I might have to start actually using that.
Bi-curious challenges.
I feel like we might start confusing.
Whoa there. Just to get some clickbait with the fortnightly challenges. Super interesting. I like this cantilever support. Although I think is it? Oh yeah, it does. Wow. Nice. All right, let's take a look at the good one here. Not that the others aren't good. I just mean the wooden one because it stands out.
Yeah, this thing looks wild.
Typical gravity group, super tight turn radius.
Right.
I do like this mesh of wooden and steel supports.
This is interesting.
Because I think personally, I think it would be super cool to build a wooden coaster that has like almost entirely like steel structures like this. That was a cool interaction there.
Yeah, I like the supports on this too, and I like that steel on wood, like kind of how what I did with the
Mm-hmm.
GCI Fury.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is nice. I don't get gravity grip exactly, but still, to fit it all into that tight space, that's wild.
It's got those like crazy turn radius too, so
I don't like
it
this
still like
idea.
kind of does. Yeah, I like this section right here where it comes up
Yeah.
and turns and then goes right underneath the other one and turns the other way. Very nice. Yeah, impressive to fit 3 coasters in this template and still didn't even use the whole thing.
Right.
But that's
Wow.
very nice. And the use of steel on wood is really cool for that. Awesome. Let's take a look at the next one here. Alright, this one is by KW6S actually, who could not be
hey.
here this week.
Thanks.
Oh, of course it's a trail runner.
Oh, look at that.
Of course he did a trail runner. This is called IslandRunner. I wouldn't expect anything less. Nice support span there.
The supports are gorgeous too.
Yeah.
Fun.
Fun for everyone.
So I saw those cantilevers.
I like how it's family, but I find that his entries into like the tops of hills, the apexes and stuff, are really snappy. So I really like that about his.
They are
his
kind of, yeah.
shaping.
I just like the sight lines on this with this like big hill coming over the station. You know, you can imagine like being in like this area, I guess, or like you know you're in the queue, you're coming up like this side, so you've got this super big moment like right next to. Well, I guess the queue's over here. But yeah, that's really cool.
I can see so many areas where I'd make like viewing spots, or I call them like parent spots for like the mom or dad to sit and wait for the kid to be done with the ride.
Yeah. That's a good way to put that. This is cool too.
Yeah,
Very
it makes
nice.
very good use of the space.
I
It
would
doesn't look
not-
like it was part of an island challenge.
Yeah. No, for
It
real.
looks nice.
Except for some things.
Oh.
It's fine. It's fine. But I would not expect anything less from KW6. Oh, this is creative here too, using this extra span as to the diagonal piece here. Very nice. Exactly what I would have expected. Awesome. Let's see the next one here. Okay, so this next one was going to be by wonderingtroll. It was going to be called Dragon, but they didn't submit the download link correctly. They just put their email in. I didn't get an email from them, and I went and checked NLC and the Steam Workshop as well, and didn't see any rides named Dragon that could have been them. So I didn't get to download this one. You know, as usual, if you have a video of it up on your channel, leave a comment, and so that everyone watching the video can go check yours out as well. But I guess we're just gonna have to get to the next one then. Alright, this one is by OneXenph. It's called Flight to El Dorado. They say it's a 140-foot tall B&M flying coaster with several fast-paced inversions themed around El Dorado.
Okay.
Including the first ever... Whoa! Fly to Lie lift hill. Oh! That's cool.
Gosh. Oh, it's so disorienting. Oh, look at the supports.
That's cool.
Woo!
Really like this one.
Holy moly.
This thing's intense.
A lot of time on your back.
Oh, that's a short ride, but that's amazing.
Yeah, I really like that.
Damn. That is such a cool lift, yeah. I don't know how the evac situation would work, but you know, we don't
Don't need to worry about it.
It's no limits.
Huh.
This is a super interesting element here with the, because where does this come out? Got like this swing out here. Light a
Right.
fly and then right back into it. And this roll.
Really nice aesthetic choice doing the bottom of the spine and that gold.
Yeah, and the support
I
color.
think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Plus the big chunky single support. Gotta have some of those. Yeah, that's really cool with the short trains. This feels almost more like a Vekoma Stingray.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, especially from the sidelines, that weird turnaround at the very end looks very Vekoma-ish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this with like the super tight
Yeah.
Mhm.
throw around. I feel like flyers don't, or B&Ms at least, don't do that as much.
Yeah, this is wild for B&M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, very cool. Obviously. Let's see the next one here. Alright, this one is by Matrix Coasters, called Neptune's Wrath. It says it's meant to be an extreme spinner, but didn't use the custom trains. Hold on, let me get to the station. That works.
You get a rock climb.
Didn't use the
station,
custom trains, so you could do a non-spinning POV if you wanted to.
and you get to repel at the end.
Oh, we gotta use this. We gotta do the spinning. So starting up. Whoa.
Oh.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. I see you.
It's like scale.
I like these buildings here.
Yeah.
I guess they are mostly build shapes, aren't they?
Still, though, I mean, to know to
Ooh.
scale them up and stuff. Oh, wow, look at that tunnel.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with using the resources available over the station. All right,
Wow.
that's cool. With the stop, that's interesting.
That stall would scare me, I'm not gonna lie.
Jeez, this is just gigantic. I guess having the... Is this the Gerstlauer track?
No, I don't. Are these the? Because that's the Intamin spinners, aren't they?
I think they're the Mauer spinners.
Oh yeah, you're right. They are the Mauer spinners.
But I think they're... I think there's another track overlaid on top of it. So it's not like... I don't think that's Mauer spinner track. But I don't think it's Gerstlauer track either. I think this is Intamin track. Oh no, this is regular Mac track. So yeah, this is... Extreme Spinner track is actually gigantic. It's more like the Gerstlauer gauge. So that probably makes this look a little bit bigger than it actually is too. But wow.
So
I mean, it's really awesome fantasy layout.
Stall launch. Jeez, yeah, no, this is cool. Gigantic top hat.
I like the top end, the stall. It's all over the station.
Oh yeah. Plus double 0G roll here with the reversing entry. Jeez, yeah, this is just gigantic. The stall over the station with like the... Oh, was it coming? No, not quite. With the little like brakes is so interesting.
You need something like this if you have to be like an expert rock climber to get to the station. It better be like a crazy fantasy coaster.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, if you gotta work for the ride, you at least gotta. They better at least make it worth your while. Jeez. Yeah, super interesting here. Oh, he made a comment about the visual glitches too, but that's a matter of that's just how the NoLimits does things.
Yeah, it's because it's peeking over like I forget why it does that myself too. I remember though.
I think it's some issue with the background. I think the background is like hidden or something, and when it's below the horizon line,
yeah,
whatever's below the background doesn't get rendered. So things that are in frame on the previous frame will stay in the same spot because the background isn't being rendered at all. So it's just, instead of wasting time even clearing what's there, it just takes whatever was there before and keeps it.
Right.
Makes it more efficient. But yeah, it looks weird on the horizon when you do things like that. Because it'll do the same thing if you go, like, under the water too far.
Right, yep. Definitely familiar with that.
But very cool one here. Awesome. Let's see the next one here. Alright, we got TB back again with Wipeout.
Ooh, nice.
Just Wipeout goes to from 0 to 66 in 1.8 seconds. Not the fastest acceleration. Packs a staggering 6 inversions into the short layout. Concept sees guests taking a ferry from the coastline.
Oh my
okay,
God.
so there's the
Oh, I
ferry.
see it.
Got a little bit of like backstory and stuff. It says unbelievably proud of the project. Enjoy. Well, let's see. Definitely Max Force inspired from what I can see already.
Oh, fine.
Gotta have the little double up to clear the launch mechanism.
Oh, that's gorgeous looking.
Lovely with the double-sided stall. And then a double roll into the brakes instead of the half stall that Max Force does. Very nice.
Yeah, I love that. It's crazy, like red and pinks and stuff I would never call any of my favorite colors, but I find them in my art a lot, and so whenever I see people use pinks and stuff like that, I always get excited.
Yeah, these are nice colors with the mmuted palette.
Yep.
That works really well. Because that's a mistake, I think. I don't know if I'd call it a mistake, but it's something that I see beginners do a lot. Oh, I like the surfboards too. But where I see beginners doing a lot, where they'll use like the brightest colors they possibly can, and it just looks unrealistic.
It so does.
So
gray it out.
Yeah, pro tip: mute your colors a little bit, just a little bit.
See the boat.
And the Wipeout with the supports. Yeah, let's see this boat. This is huge. This must be like a SketchUp warehouse type thing. Unless you made it. If you made it, it was really cool.
That's awesome.
But having it here in the first place is cool anyways. And into the brakes. Yeah, very cool.
I know, I love this concept. It looks really simple, like it doesn't look like much, but then the POV, it's a really intense coaster.
Yeah, you definitely packed a punch in here with the, with 6 inversions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And a couple regular hills. So, very nice. That's what we like to see. Let's take a look at the next one here. Alright, this one's called Category 5 by CraZGaming. Right? I feel like it's supposed to be CraZGaming, isn't it? Because the Z is capitalized. So maybe I'm just stupid. But this looks like a mini hyper. I'm assuming like a Hollywood Dream style. A reverse Fury treble clef.
Right? I like what they're doing for like a mini hyper.
It's definitely like unconventional, but I think it works.
It's got the airtime.
Yeah, it's not even. I wouldn't even say it even feels all that unconventional.
Right? No, it seems actually pretty traditional to me. I was going to say, I don't know where they're at in building, but their radiuses are pretty good too from what I saw. A little bit of shakiness, but I thought their shaping and stuff seems pretty good.
Yeah, for real. Does this use all of the islands? Oh my gosh, it does.
I like that.
Is this the first one that's used all of them?
That's really nice.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool. Bonus brownie points there. I don't even.
Yeah, I always like it when somebody tries to design a traditional coaster, because that's what I do a lot when I try to design,
Right on the border there. No, yeah, that's like the fun of it, is like making something traditional, but something that like barely fits in the template. Like every time I get like a contest for the template or something that I want to enter, I try and make the most like ridiculous thing possible. Like, I remember there was a contest a while back. Well, there was one of the Seaside Creamer contests where you had like this pier, and you had to have like a transportable structure on the end. So,
I
naturally, naturally it made it B&M Giga. But and then there was another one where you had to have like a keyhole underneath a bridge or something. So there was this super like tight space that you had to like pass through multiple times.
Right.
So, you know, B&M Wing is the natural choice.
Right. Nice thin clearances, you know.
Oh yeah, exactly. You know, but yeah, this is really cool. This is cool.
Yeah, I dig it actually.
Definite like Hollywood Dream inspiration in like a really good way.
Their support works pretty nice too.
And I think this is the default environment, just a custom reset the time of day, which looks really nice.
Yeah, you put those golden hours, you get those pinks. NoLimits shines at that time of day when you set your park to that.
Oh, you know I know that.
I do it all the time myself.
Well, I have a custom environment that has that time of day basically. But yeah, very nice. Let's see the next one here. Oh, it wasn't even set to that. It was set to earlier. We were just looking at it for so long. That's nice. All right. This one is by Grandcrackers, and of course the obligatory brat-themed entry that's been plaguing us for the past 4 or 5 fortnights now.
Clearly, our server likes Charlie XCX.
Who knew? This is called Stunt Pilot, but it's the same, but it's a B&M flyer that has a complete different layout and isn't structurally sound, so it's not. And the additional comments are, it's definitely not structurally sound.
Right, oh, there's a ring.
We have a launched flyer here.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? Huh.
Ooh, that's a fun section.
Yeah. Going through the rings is kind of fun, actually.
It's Galactica style. Ooh,
Wow, that was a turnaround, huh?
a second launch directly into a pretzel loop.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so intense.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, some whip on that one. And into the brakes.
Another, it's oddly a
is this
second B&M flyer.
Is this another one that uses every island? Ah, almost. All but 2.
Yeah, this flyer throws everything at you, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean about not structurally sound, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, no, it's got everything, including a second launch with 1 support.
Oh, right.
Nice.
Nice. And that's some cantilever there. That's what we like to see. Very nice. Yeah, this does everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, they really stretched their creativity with it, definitely.
Mm-hmm. And it's not very conventional, but I kind of like this roll here. How it, like... whatever this shaping is, it kind of worked.
Right.
That's cool. Very nice. Let's see the next one. Alright, this one is called Torrentia by Vertical Thrills. They say, experience Torrentia, a B&M surf coaster that pushes the limits of what the model could be capable of. I gotta see this one.
The idea of a surf coaster on this.
I guess that makes sense with the island theme. Alright, let's get into...
Yeah. And it's not even islands.
If I can find the station.
It's on one big island.
Here's the station.
It's just a rock.
It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. But he also says, major shout out to KW6S for the train. The ride is situated on a small seaside theme park with other rides, including an additional coaster. We got the bonus coaster. Boundaries were turned into small pools of water. Oh. So it's always over the water instead of... It's reverse islands. That's funny. Definitely very interesting interpretation of the surf coaster so far.
Yeah, I'm loving this layout.
With the fire effect. Airtime launch.
Oh, two hits.
Ooh. Where the copperhead stall.
Wow.
Interesting.
Oh, trim. 0. Sorry.
Yeah. No peeps pack either.
But
No
with how
peeps,
much
no
the
boat.
peeps like lag and take to get into their place anyways. It's not necessarily a huge problem. This is so like on top of itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is interesting. I like that support work there.
And it's a very big layout.
Hang time. Should be interesting while standing up.
Yeah, definitely. It's still going here. Is this a mid-course?
Yeah.
2 launches and a mid-course.
This park wants this coaster to be around for a long time.
They better be if they're making it this long.
The amount that this is going to cost to build?
Right? Hardline roll would be fun. And then a mini pre-break into the real breaks. I like the rock work. Even though it like kind of looks like a wall, there's not really anything wrong with that. It's definitely better than nothing, you know.
Yeah, I dig it. I wonder.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize that.
Wow.
The stall with standing cranes would be really cool.
Yeah, I don't know how hang time would feel on a surf coaster like this, like upside down hang time.
I don't know. Although, ironically, I think that would be probably the place where the restraints would be best.
You think?
Well, considering it's, you know, taking the load off of the most important part, I guess, for stand-up trains.
This is an interesting. There's a lot of really, really good B&M shaping, but also a lot of concept in there too. So it's really fun.
This like ampersand thing with like an overbank in the middle, that's kind of interesting. Because it's kind of an ampersand.
A little bit, yeah.
But with this little like pseudo valley here, it's kind of cool.
Those supports, though, oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, very interesting here. And does this use every island too? Oh wait, there's the other coaster. Yeah, they said it was a Vekoma motorbike, which that appears to be true. Got wave breaker vibes on that. But that's a bonus coaster, it's not part of the official submission. Yeah, very cool, very unique. I definitely like a lot of the ideas presented here. And you've really filled the template space. So very nice. Yeah, I'm glad that the template seems to have been appropriately sized, because that was something I was thinking about when I was doing it, because I don't want a gigantic template with giant gaps.
Right.
But I also don't want it to be easy. So it seems like something like this definitely seems to indicate that that worked out at least.
Yeah, and it made some, like, this is a really cool riff on the template, I think, with reversing the islands, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't even realize this is almost like a pretzel loop type of thing, or like a bat wing. Very nice.
Oh, wow, that is.
I see it.
Very nice. Alright, let's take a look at the next one here. Uh-oh. I wonder who this one's by.
Oh no.
You
This guy.
you wanna introduce this one?
No.
Alright, well, this one is called Blackout, and it's by none other
Oh, I
than
think-
Funky Penguin. And we're starting off strong here.
Yeah.
Your additional comments of what am I doing? Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
I see.
shit. Nice.
I see.
Ooh.
That's a very Vekoma section.
Yeah, it is.
Needless to say, I will not be uploading this.
There's a lot of fun ideas in this, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. Whoa. I don't know if that's one of the cool things, but there's a lot of other cool things.
You don't like the 8G brake run?
Is it actually?
I think maybe like 5.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that one maybe could use a little bit. And you are lying. That is in fact floating. I think we were talking about it before I started recording.
I think the seats are floating on the train as well.
Oh, are
It's
they?
magic.
Did you turn off like the shells?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they are.
That's really cool. I think it looks really cool though in terms of like the contest. Like that
Mhm.
that looks really neat. Like I can envision it completed and still looking like super awesome.
Yeah. No, this
I don't
is.
know, I feel like if I look like I'm a mess with the tilt structure.
I think this is really cool. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you got some structurally sound stuff down here too.
Yeah. We held up by hopes and dreams.
It's very interesting how like this entire like middle section of the layout is so high up, because you've got like 5 elements. You've got like 5 elements here that are all way off the ground.
Yeah, I always struggle with not having my valleys go all the way down to as low as they can, and having higher elements like that. So I appreciate that.
Right, yeah. Which, you know, sometimes that's not necessarily a problem. But with Vekomas especially, I'd say that's pretty common. So that's a good use of it.
I think I whipped this together in like a 24-hour period.
Is this FED?
Yeah.
That would
It's
explain
fun
how, that
watching
would explain it too.
That tilt just flinging around.
Yeah.
I'm watching that.
But it's a cool concept for like a lift and stuff like that. It just definitely needs some polish, I think I would say.
Could you imagine being on that for real and not expecting the second flip around?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It'd be so scary.
That would be so funny. Yeah, that's really cool actually. I think this looks sick too.
Yeah.
Very nice. Alright, let's see the next one. Alright, this one is by Waldo Lahr. Lighthouse Plunge.
Oh, yeah.
He says, if I had
Yeah,
a
this-
nickel for every time I've made a massive Gerstlauer Eurofighter with a curved drop that's longer than the lift hill, which had to be influenced by where the supports could be placed for a weekly challenge, you'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice. So created in the last part of the contest. 160
This is gonna be
feet
cool.
tall. With a drop that's longer than that. And a custom 3D model lighthouse, which looks pretty good.
Yeah, he did a great job on this lighthouse. Fun. Look at
Oh, yeah, that's really
that.
cool. He says the lighthouse is almost 200 feet tall, which I think is kind of
Oh,
funny
wow.
because lighthouses actually are not that big.
Right?
I think what's the tallest lighthouse? It's like 180?
Yeah, I'm not
Maybe?
sure.
And it's like
Really?
I think it's in like South Carolina or something. Oh, I like the color match for the going down. Yeah, I think the tallest one's like 180 maybe, or 160, and that one's even like unusually big. Normal lighthouses are usually like 60. They're just smaller than you would think they were.
Right. Yeah, I've always kind of noticed that too.
I'm gonna build the first ever Giga lighthouse.
Giga lighthouse.
Dorado lighthouse.
That lighthouse is gorgeous. It's a very, very gorgeous model.
Oh, you furnished all the floors too.
He did, yep.
It does have peeps. Do the peeps go up the lighthouse? That's the question. And you took the time to build like this. And it spins? Oh my gosh.
You should have them come up to the top and then just jump off.
I agree. I don't think this would be a very private bathroom.
You could stop the lift right there if you need to take a break. Like, wait, I don't want to pee my pants.
Oh, hold on a second.
When he was building this, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the blue, the main coaster being that with the lighthouse, but it actually makes complete sense to me now.
Yeah, I think it works really well. I think the colors on this are great.
Yeah.
The like dark blue here with this like even darker green supports. I think it looks great.
Yeah, I don't know if he intentionally meant it to be like you're out in the water, but the way it switches from the lighthouse to the blues and grays, I think it's really good theming.
Well, I think it kind of makes sense even for this template to have this be like a lighthouse. Because, you know, with the little islands like this, that's exactly the type of environment that you would want a lighthouse with.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about the rails being a lighter green. Or turquoise, whatever it is. But other than that, the colors I like a lot.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
And that's not, yeah, you know, that's like nitpicking, and that's very, very no limits to of me. Although one thing I did...
Go ahead, sorry.
But one thing I did notice, though, is there's no bonus coaster here.
Oh, fail!
Oh my gosh, I thought you were the bonus coaster guy. Alright, what were you saying?
No, we're supposed to give him 10 points. He added the P-packs. So, 10 out of 10 right away.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, I have this on the rock.
Coaster,
this actually looks really cool on the rock here.
It does. Oh, I think he modeled that rock as well.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
I must have. Very nice. Alright, well, let's take a look at the next one here. Very nice. This one is by Deadlylightningspirit. It's called Island Surge. Got Windspin Rocket here. They said, made this in 4 hours on the day before the submission date, kind of rushed, inspired by Canada's Wonderland's new coaster. Okay.
Oh no, 4 hours, that has outdone me.
So is this supposed to be a premiere then? Because it's got the rocket trains.
Right.
But obviously we don't have the premiere trains in the game, so I get that.
Some interesting elements.
I see the Canada's Wonderland in it. Was it Alpenfury?
Versions. Yeah.
Ooh. Launch directly into a Heartline roll. Okay, I see you.
Yeah, definitely some interesting elements.
Yeah, for sure. And using most of the islands. Taking up all the space at least.
All but two. All but two.
Or is it two?
Those colors, though.
Oh, no, it does use that one. Once. So yeah,
oh, yeah, I see that little support. That green's a choice, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier with the super vibrant colors. Not to say that it's a bad thing, but...
No, I mean, it can work.
It can work. You just gotta be deliberate about it, you know?
Right. Yeah, I like this. I think it's got some good ideas in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, super cool. I definitely see the Alpenfury, which was the goal, it sounds like. So, very nice.
Yeah, Alpenfury seems made for this challenge as well. It seems so sprawled out in those concept photos, like across the whole park.
Kind of, but also not, because it's also kind of an out and back.
Yeah, true.
That's like the thing, like the number one thing that I tell beginners with making coasters and stuff, is like even your favorite coasters are way more compact than you think they are.
Right.
Even ones that aren't compact are actually really compact. Yeah, the only the only exceptions to that are like the Beast.
I think that's when I started to get really good at not bragging there. When I started to get good is when I started to make stuff a lot smaller. You know, like not always thinking like, ooh, the tallest lift hill or the biggest hill on Earth.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. If you take a concept, and even sometimes, yeah, you can take a concept, you can make something you like, and then just shrink it by like 20%. It'll look a lot better.
It'll look a little less drawn out.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of harder to make big coasters.
Yeah, it is hard to make big coasters. You can tell when, like, the bigger the coaster, the more I'm able to tell where they place their roll nodes. And so to me, you don't want to notice where you put a roll node in ride view, like...
Yes. Yeah, because the farther distance you have between, the more separated they are.
Yep. Especially on like gigas, I notice that a lot on really huge gigas. It's like use more roll nodes. Like,
oh gosh, yeah, I don't ever make. I don't even make things that big usually. My G-force comb starts to lag real bad.
I get lazy. I don't. The time it takes.
Yeah, no, for real. All right, well this one was very cool. Let's see the next one here. Did it update? It did update. Oh my gosh, it updated for the first time since I've been doing this challenge.
Oh my god.
This is Cat of the Potatoes with Cajun Corkscrew added to Potato World.
Of course, it's Cat of the Potato.
And of course, in character, we have like a paragraph in the additional comments. But we have short on time, so keep it short. Short, relatively speaking. Potato World, now like many other parks, for some reason has a New Orleans themes area. The signature attraction is Cajun Corkscrew, which is a corkscrew, like they were saying, actually. Cajun Corkscrew is the second oldest coaster in the park. The oldest mine train. A mine train will be added at a later date. Do we have to have a mine train contest then? That's what it sounds like. Well, today the ride only operates with 2 trains. It used to operate with 3. 2 things that will have this with a lack of air gates, and the fact that it could have 2 trains on the lift at the same time. Yeah, that sounds like an arrow. Why do you have like an incident backstory for this? Alright, he says just pretend there's jazz playing in the new section of the park. That's okay, you didn't need the music set up because I have it muted anyways, and I don't need copyright strikes.
How big is this park? Why is it taking so long?
Gigantic.
It's Cat of Potatoes.
Yeah, it's Cat of Potatoes. This is Potato World, you know? It's the one that, well, this flyer's still, or I guess it's an invert. It's still half there, but we'll have to do another contest for that one.
Sasquatch still hasn't been RMC'd.
I'll have to take another look at that. They might have done the like mini renovations that they submitted for it. Because they had originally, because they submitted for that contest it was just like a Gravity Group reprofile.
But I think me and Darkstar won that challenge.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds right.
Oh, I love arrow shaping and NoLimits.
Oh, those are some supports.
Oh, my neck already hurts.
That's how you know. That's how you know it's a good arrow.
Look at that!
That turned onto the brakes.
Nice.
That's kind of cool. And of course, they put the sensors. Always got to put the sensors.
Are we gonna get some crazy deformed helix after these corkscrews?
No, just to turn into the brakes, I think.
Oh, we don't get an extended corkscrew. Okay. Fling. Love it.
Very nice. Yeah, this thing on the brakes here is kind of cool. Wait, hold on. I gotta see what they did for the... Oh no, it's just the normal one. They didn't do anything.
It's not my GCI. I can already tell that.
Oh no! It does have the renovations. Okay, it was the retract one with the lighter wood there. And...
Yeah, I remember him saying he loved the challenge, but he really had his heart set on doing just some retracking stuff. And it's like, it's your park. Do it.
Yeah, no, it's your park. I mean, as much as the park was, as much as the challenge was meant to find something to replace it, you know, if retracking is the final call, then you're the park owner. Very nice.
It's a fun corkscrew, though. I enjoyed that quite a bit.
Yeah, I did as well.
Like
Corkscrews are always just satisfying and no limits. This is a very interesting drop, though.
Yeah.
But coming like sideways off of the lift hill. It's not something I ever would have clocked Arrow doing. But if they were to do it, they would do it like this. So. With the double loops, of course.
Yeah, I think I remember him saying he put those loops together as close to how Arrow would do it with just like four pieces and then just joined them all.
Yeah, sounds right. Although isn't the reason there's a big space, like a flat spot in between the loops on the demons, isn't it because there used to be an airtime hill that was just crazy intense?
Oh gosh, I don't know. That would be nuts if so.
Because I think it was, and now there's a big flat spot there, when like ordinarily they wouldn't really do a flat spot, as far as I know.
I'm gonna look that up because an airtime hill in between two loops like that, that would be insane.
Yeah, because somebody else had submitted pretty much a vortex recreation, or not vortex, demon recreation of like what it originally was for one of these contests at one point. I want to say it was this one, but at the same contest that this one came from, but I'm not sure.
The demon has the tunnel right before the corkscrews, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's two of them. There's the CGA and the other CGA. Well, not CGA. There's CGA and then there's SFGA.
Right. Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, and you've got the third train for parts. Nice.
Right. It's always there.
Always there. Awesome. Well, let's take a look at the next one here. Alright, this is our last one, I think. This is by KSCoasters. Or I guess it's just KSCoasters with a capital C. Oh, this is called CliffRider. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I wanted to see.
Yay!
With a striker. Oh, that's cool.
I like that.
Oh, wow. Okay. She's intense.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Wow.
And the floating islands are done pretty well. And then back into the brakes.
Oh, Felix, that's an awesome layout.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I really like that.
Oh, that's beyond vertical, too.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I see that.
It's cool to see the floating islands concept and, like, have it be done properly, I guess. In the sense that, like, you know, so when you're making... Because I've tried to make, like, a layout for it before. And the struggle is just making a layout that doesn't feel like it was built on a flat plane.
Right.
You know, and that's kind of the struggle with terrain coasters in general. But
Yeah, this looks great.
Yeah, this does a really good job of that.
Absolutely, and I can see, like, if this is, like, a proof of concept, like, taking the island models even further.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that layout, though. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Is this custom track, too? Yeah, it is.
guys getting a lot better at customizing stuff in Blender.
Very nice, yeah. I like the one textured island.
Proof of concept.
Proof of concept. That's all you need, you know? Very cool. Awesome. Well, I think that about wraps it up for the entries. All we've got to do now is go over who was the winner of the previous week's contest.
Last fortnight.
Yeah, last fortnight's contest.
Last fortnight.
Fortnights ago.
Yeah. Which was, I believe, gosh, it's been like a month now.
Right, I don't even remember.
Yeah, I think it was to make a new, new manufacturer for an old model, or for an old like existing layout. Yeah, but so for overall best, in third place we had Luco with the Monster LX225, which was, I believe, the Magnum.
Oh right, yeah.
One, yeah, which was really cool in their own proprietary style. In second place for overall best, we had, geez, who's this guy? We had Kurt with Fury as a GCI.
Oh, that was that challenge? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one sucked, man.
To that guy.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
And then oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, sorry.
No,
I just was wishing my GCI shaping is really super, super fluid, but that was still really fun to make.
Yeah, no, it was super cool to see. All right, and then in first for overall best, we had TB with Intamina Looping, which was the Intamin reimagining of, Intamin Rocket reimagining of Olympia Looping.
You know, I know it was controversial, but that was a really cool project, I thought. Like, it looked really awesome.
It was, and using the, having two of the loops not actually be, like, real loops.
Right.
It was interesting. And then for best use of template, third was actually a two-way tie between Vertical Thrills Vendrick and Luco, again, with the monster. Second place, again, was that one dude, Kurt, with the Fury as a GCI. And then first place again was actually exactly the same lineup, pretty much, with Intamin Looping as first from TB. So clean sweep from TB. But
well, yay for him.
Awesome, yeah, congratulations. Well, congratulations again to those winners. Now, before we get into the challenge for next week, I just wanted to make a couple changes to the format of these videos. So you may have noticed already that the title for this week has the word contest removed. It's just the challenge. And that's because, from when I've started these, we're on week 9, we're on number 19 of these now. And ever since the first one, I've been saying it's more of a challenge than it is a contest. And, as I keep making these and as they keep coming out, I think the contest aspect of it specifically is the part that's causing the most issues, both with myself and with the viewers, everyone else watching. Particularly for my part, at least, the making of the, every week I have to go through and make the form and then keep track of it, and then we go through and announce the winners and everything. And I've noticed some people aren't necessarily satisfied with it being a contest aspect in some situations. And I'm not necessarily one to say whether or not there was anything going on for that part that shouldn't have been, so to speak, mostly just because I have no way to enforce that. But with the overall just energy that I want these videos to have in the first place, I don't think that continuing to refer to these as contests makes sense. So, going forward, we are no longer going to be hosting these as contests. So we're not going to, I'm not going to be making the forums to vote anymore. You don't have to vote for your favorite anymore because there aren't really going to be winners, because it's just going to be a showcase. There's not going to be a leaderboard of who did better and who did worse. If you really, like a ride that you saw, you can still show that creator support, obviously, by leaving a comment and letting them know, or going to their channel and giving them a subscription. But, we never gave away prizes or anything for winning these contests anyways. And that's just going to be an extra step forward for that. So for this next week, I am still there is still going to be a forum in the description for this week. And we're also still going to have a forum with the winners for, we're still going to announce the winners of the ones that you saw this week. But for this upcoming contest going forward, and after next week's video, there are not going to be winners vote forums anymore. So I definitely still want to encourage people to show support for their favorite rides by commenting and leaving them subscriptions. We're just not going to have that voting aspect anymore. But with that out of the way, let's get into this week's challenge. Now, again, I apologize for all the delays because of how busy I've been, and hopefully this change is going to help fix that a little bit, because it's less work on me, it's less work on everyone, really. But for this week, this has been requested a lot, both in two separate ways. So I figured we're going to kill two birds with one stone here, and we're going to have a scenery-based contest. First one so far, and we're going to do it in the format of the album contest. So the core of this idea for this particular one was given to me by Crystalic. Shout out to them. And the idea here is that you're going to choose your favorite album, an album of your liking, just an album that you want to theme a coaster to, and whatever the runtime is for your album in minutes and seconds, that's going to be the length of your coaster. So for example, like the, Brat is 41 minutes and some seconds long. So your coaster would have to be 4,100 and something feet long if you were to make a coaster themed to, under wall socket by underscores. It's 54 minutes long, so your coaster would be 5,400 feet long. I'm going to say meters are also okay if you really want to triple the size of your coaster, just because I know some people will just work in different spaces with that. And then I also want to say that albums that are over an hour long should not be 10,000 feet long. It should be the minutes and seconds. So an hour and 10 minute long album should be 7,000 feet long, not 11,000 feet long. And that's going to be the only requirement for the contest. But obviously, if that's the only requirement, there's nothing, special about it. And that's where the scenery comes in. Obviously, you're choosing an album because you like it and you understand it. You have a certain attachment to it. So you understand the lore and the what you would want to theme this album to, so to speak. What kind of scenery it would do best with. So, although that's the only literal requirement, you also should theme your coaster to your album, and you can interpret that however you want, with, scenery items, scripted things, build shapes, whatever. Just build the world around your ride that this album is supposed to exist in. Make your album come to life with this coaster. One other note for your entry. When we do record the video, I'm going to be muting NoLimits audio. So if you have onboard audio, which you can, it's not going to make it into the video. for, you know, obvious copyright reasons. If everybody submits an onboard track and I have it, then the video is almost sure to get taken down. So just something to keep in mind. But that's really it for this week's challenge, although a bonus brownie point if you can make the number of elements on your coaster match the number of tracks on the album. So like an album with 10 tracks should have 10 elements. That was an additional thing that Crystalic had suggested with the original prompt, but I felt like that would be really difficult given that some albums have 10-minute songs and some have 3-minute songs. So I didn't want to make everything think about too much, but bonus points if you can do it. So to reiterate before, there is still going to be a winner's vote form for this week, and we are still going to reveal the winners. But if you submit a coaster for the challenge that I just presented here next week, there will be no winner's vote forms. There will be no winner discussed in the week after that. It's just going to be a showcase. Everything else is still going to be just how it is. So for this week, as always, don't forget to vote for your favorite that you saw this week in the form below. Don't forget to rename your file to a unique file name. There is no template this week. It's pretty freeform. Of course, anything else is allowed. Terrain editing, any coaster type, any style, any size, no boundaries. You just need to have your coaster match the length of the album in minutes and seconds in either feet or meters, and you need to theme your coaster to the world that your album is supposed to exist in. You know, really give the viewers of the showcase a glimpse into the world of the album that you chose. The submission form for this week will, as always, be in the bottom of the description below, and I think that's about it. We'll see you next fortnight.